Adventures of Rajasimha. Part 4. Rajasimha's Journey to Vijayapuri. After promising to cure his friend's illness by fetching tiger's milk from Vijayapuri, Rajasimha returned to his palace and began making preparations for the long journey. He gathered all his best weapons. Seeing this, Hilarasi asked Rajasimha where he was going. Rajasimha replied, "The king is afflicted with a dangerous disease. The only cure is to drink the milk of a tigress living on the banks of a river in the kingdom of Vijayapuri. So, I am going to fetch it for my friend." Hilarasi wondered if the king was staging this tiger's milk drama just to send her husband away. But thinking that her words would be ineffective, she took out her handkerchief and gave it to Rajasimha. "Always keep this handkerchief with you. It will save you from death," she told him. "When the tigress attacks you, throw this handkerchief at it. The tiger will immediately calm down and become docile. It will allow you to milk it. The tigress knows me. It grew up in my house," she said. Rajasimha took the handkerchief, which was embroidered with yellow flowers. He saddled his horse, told Hilarasi to stay safe, and bidding her farewell, mounted his horse and set off towards the kingdom of Vijayapuri. His horse began to gallop. He sped across hills, mountains, rivers, lakes, and sandy plains. Wanting to return to his wife quickly, he traveled without stopping to eat during the day or sleep at night. He traveled like this for many days. Finally, he reached a river that was as wide as a sea. It was there that the huge, ferocious tiger and its cubs had come, driven by hunger. When he was about 100 feet away from the spot, the tiger spotted him and leaped towards him. But the prince, with lightning speed, took out the handkerchief given to him by his wife, Princess Hilarasi, and waved it above his head. Upon seeing it, the tiger stopped its furious roar and stood still. "Where did you get this handkerchief from, Prince?" it asked. "My wife gave it to me," the prince replied. "Yes, why have you come here?" the tiger further inquired. "My friend is afflicted with a dangerous disease. He has ordered me to come and milk some of your milk for him," he said. "Then quickly dismount from your horse and milk me. Fill your flask," it said. Prince Rajasimha dismounted from his horse and milked the tiger. Once his flask was full, he tied it to his horse's saddle, thanked the tiger, and wished it and its cubs a healthy life. The tiger replied, "I too wish you the same," and added, "You must return safely to your wife. May your friend also recover." After saying this, the tiger returned to its cubs. Prince Rajasimha leaped onto his horse and set off towards his friend's kingdom. Upon reaching the palace, he took the flask of milk and went to his friend. The king, astonished upon seeing him, silently took the milk, drank a mouthful, and holding Rajasimha's hand, said, "I don't know how to thank you. Only now I feel better." He couldn't say anything more. He told the prince to go and rest and urgently summoned his ministers and advisors. "My chief advisor gave me excellent advice, but it was of no use to me. We thought that tiger would kill him, but he milked it and returned safely. Tell me, what other task can we give him from which he cannot return?" The ministers and advisors pondered deeply. They racked their brains trying to figure out what to do, but no solution came to mind. They remained silent. Then the chief advisor slowly stood up. Everyone looked at him eagerly, wondering what he was going to say. He began to speak. "We thought the prince would perish. He escaped from that ferocious tiger. He returned without dying. What does this mean? He is highly skilled and resourceful. Therefore, we must give him an even more difficult task," he said. Immediately, the chief minister stood up and said, "We can only do this with the help of the palace physician." Everyone immediately asked, "What is it?" "The king must pretend to be more severely ill than before. We must make it seem that bird's milk is the only cure." "What are you saying?" the king asked. Everyone agreed that the chief minister had given sound advice and that they should proceed accordingly. The king was pleased. The prince would wander around unable to find bird's milk. He thought that he could change Ezalarsi's mind in the meantime. From the next day, he pretended to be seriously ill again and confined to bed. He summoned the prince again. As soon as he saw him, he groaned and moaned, saying in a sorrowful voice that he was back in bed and his illness had worsened. Seeing this, Rajasimha, unaware that it was an act, felt sorry and asked, "What is the solution to this, my friend?" The king shed tears, wondering what to say and how to say it. "It's all right, my friend, tell me. I will help you as much as I can," said Rajasimha. The king said sorrowfully, "The only solution to this is bird's milk, but who will bring it for me?" "Don't worry, my friend, I will try for you," said Rajasimha. Seeing Rajasimha coming in, Ezalarsi asked him, "When are we going to return to our country?" He replied, "I went to see the king to talk about that, but he is suffering from the illness even more than before. So, let's think about it later." And he fell into deep thought again. Seeing this, Ezalarsi asked him, "Why are you so thoughtful? What's the matter?" He replied, "Nothing. The only solution to the king's illness is bird's milk. I have promised to bring it for him, but I don't know where to find it. If you know anything about it, please tell me." Ezalarsi immediately understood. She realized that the king was staging this drama to separate her from her husband. But she feared that Rajasimha might get angry if she told him. So, since she was confident that she could protect herself from him, she said nothing. She said to the prince, "I don't know, but I think my mother's sister, who lives in a village near Megadesha, 200 leagues from here, might know. They have a magic mirror. They will tell us through that." Saying that nothing in this world, no matter how far away, would remain unknown to her, she took off a ring from her finger and gave it to him. Then, she gave him a thread ball and said, "Once you cross Meghanadu, drop this ball of thread, and it will guide you to my aunt's house." Rajasimha took everything and began his journey towards Meghanadu. Meghanadu was a very prosperous country. A demon lived in the dense forest next to it. For a long time, it had been sleeping in a pit it had dug underground, so the people were unaware of its existence. But now, it suddenly woke up. Upon waking, it burst forth from the earth and entered the country. The people were shocked to see it. It shouted in a voice that everyone could hear, "O men, women, old people, young people, everyone must bring me tribute. One person must bring a cow, another a goat, and a third a pig, and something must be brought to me every day. Only those who do this will survive. Anyone who does not will surely perish. I will catch and devour them," it declared. Hearing this, the people were terrified and began paying tribute to the demon every day without fail, as it had demanded. The demon ate its fill every day and lived a life of leisure. The people continued to pay tribute in this manner. A day came when they had lost everything and had nothing left to give to the demon. When the tribute stopped coming, the demon ran from village to village, seizing whoever it could find, carrying them back to its lair and devouring them. The people were terrified and wept and wailed. They were distraught, not knowing how to free themselves from this cruel demon. It was then that Rajasimha arrived in the area. He saw all the people distressed, wringing their hands and weeping. He asked, "What has happened, people? Why are you so distressed and shedding tears?" The people sorrowfully explained their plight to him. Rajasimha comforted them. "Do not worry, and do not be afraid. I will try to save you from this demon," he said. Taking a heavy cudgel, he went to the forest where the demon lived. Upon seeing him, the demon rolled its large green eyes and asked, "Why have you come here with that cudgel?" Rajasimha replied, "I have come to beat you soundly." "Oh, you are quite a brave one," the demon mocked him. "Run away quickly while you still can. If I let out a single roar, you will be blown 3 leagues away from here," it said. Rajasimha laughed. "Enough of your boasting, stop showing off." I have seen many demons far bigger than you. You don't know who I am. Let's see who can blow harder. You blow first, he challenged it. Immediately, the demon blew with all its might. Leaves fell from the trees in a flurry. Rajasimha stumbled and steadied himself on his knees. Oh, what a great blow you've given. Even a cat would burst into laughter, Rajasimha exclaimed, leaping to his feet. Now watch me blow. First, take this cloth and cover your eyes. Otherwise, both your eyes will pop out, Rajasimha said. The demon took the cloth and covered its eyes. Immediately, Rajasimha went in front of it and struck its head forcefully with his short club. The foolish demon was stunned. Sparks flew from its eyes and fell to the ground. Are you stronger than me? All right, let's try again, it said. Now let's see who can crush the rock faster, the demon said. Then it pressed a large rock with its feet, and it crumbled into pieces, sending dust flying towards the clouds. Is this a big deal? Rajasimha laughed, clapping his hands. Let's see if you can press and squeeze a rock so hard that water flows from it. Come on, he said. Hearing this, the demon became frightened. It began to think that Rajasimha was stronger than itself. Thinking that the club in Rajasimha's hand was no ordinary club, it said, all right, ask for whatever you want, I will give it to you. I don't need anything, because I have everything I need at my house. I have more than what you possess, said Rajasimha. Is what you're saying true? The demon asked doubtfully. If you have any doubts, come and see my house for yourself, said Rajasimha. The demon agreed. So, they both started walking towards the village. The demon became hungry. Seeing a herd of bulls grazing at the edge of the forest, it said, Go and catch a bull. The demon told Rajasimha that they could eat something and then go to his house. Rajasimha walked over and, instead of catching the bull, began to strip the bark from the trees to extract the fibers. The demon waited for a long time, watched him, and then came searching for him. It asked, What are you doing here? He replied, I need 10 or 12 trees, and I'm examining which ones are the thickest. The demon said, Why do we need 10 or 12 trees? 1 tree is enough for us. And saying this, it uprooted a large tree, lit a fire, and began to roast the bull. After it was cooked, it invited Rajasimha to eat. But Rajasimha refused, saying, This is not enough for me. I will go to my village and eat. Rajasimha had told the people of that area that if he needed any help from them in killing the demon, he would signal them with fire, and they should come with their weapons. After the demon finished eating the bull, it wiped its mouth and asked if they could leave. Rajasimha didn't reply, but instead collected nearby leaves and pieces of wood and added them to the fire. Immediately, the demon became suspicious. It asked, We've already finished eating, why are you lighting the fire now? Rajasimha didn't answer but continued to fuel the fire. Meanwhile, the people of the area, seeing the fire, came running towards it, shouting loudly, with weapons in their hands. Startled by the sudden loud noise, the demon asked Rajasimha, What's that noise? He replied, Nothing. I had told my people that I would bring you for them to eat. Now that you have eaten the bull, your flesh will be very tasty. But they can't bear their hunger any longer and are running to eat you. Hearing this, the demon trembled with fear and began to run back towards the forest. In its haste, it stepped into a swamp without noticing. Then it sank into it and perished. The people rejoiced upon seeing this. They celebrated Rajasimha, carrying him on their shoulders. They happily gave him gifts as best they could. Bidding them farewell, Rajasimha continued his journey.